everyone, my name is Vanessa Batts and I'm a program leader with Latinitas. Thank y'all so much for sticking with us and for completing all the lessons so far. And if this is your first lesson, then no worries. Welcome to your first online Club Latinitas lesson. I want to take a moment and say that I miss y'all so much and I miss hearing about your days. I hope you and your family are staying safe and well. I'm proud of each and every one of y'all for being brave and for staying positive during this time. Remember girls, we'll be back in the classroom in no time. But while we wait, let's go ahead and get started on this lesson. We will be learning about the tools that come along with this popular app and how to safely navigate through it. Now that we're all at home staying safe and warm, social distancing, there's loads of time to be on social media and complete your schoolwork. Social media is a great tool if used correctly. It's a way to connect with others, learn, and showcase your talent, all without leaving the comfort of your home. Social media and the internet is open to everyone, and it's a big world out there. So with that being said, we have to be careful, ladies. So let's talk about an example. Let's say you're walking down the street and someone comes up to you and asks, "Hey, what's your name? Where do you live? What school do you go to? What's your age? What do you like? What don't you like?" Are you gonna tell this person all of your information? No, you're gonna run away and go tell an adult, right? That's exactly what you should do online. Not the running away part. But if someone tries to direct message you, starts liking and commenting your posts, sends you a friend request, and you don't know who that person is, block them. There is no reason that you should interact with someone online who you don't know. Now that we've talked about the lesson and a real life example, let's go ahead and go into the research. Here is what you'll need for today's lesson: a phone or a tablet, the TikTok app, paper, and pencil. And if you do not want to use the TikTok app, you are more than welcome to use any device with a camera, and to edit in your tips, you can use iMovie for iOS, UCut for iOS and Android, and finally InShot for iOS and Android. I have linked a couple of websites down in the description below to get you started on where to look for online safety tips. Here are some tips that I found that I think are really useful. A, never give out your information to anyone. Whether that's where you live, your age, your school, never give that out, even if it's to someone you know. B, treat others how you'd want to be treated online. Just because it's online and you can't see the person doesn't mean that your words don't hurt. And that's also vice versa. So again, treat others how you would want to be treated. And last but not least, don't say anything online that you would not say in front of your abuela. After you've done your research and found tons of tips about what to do and what not to do on social media, it's time to get into the physical aspect. So now you have 3 dances to choose from. We have Sunday Best, Don't Start Now, and the one and only Renegade. So once you choose one of the dances to dance to, I want you to create a new video, and while you're dancing, I want you to post up your tips. I want you to include at least 3 tips in your video. Remember, you can choose any from these 3 dances, but you must include 3 of the tips that you found out. Welcome to the TikTok tutorial. First things first, click on the plus sign at the bottom. There is loads to learn, so let's go ahead and go into the speed setting. There are loads of speeds to choose from, but I usually stick to the original just because I record in the original speed. Next, we have beauty mode. Beauty mode doesn't do anything too drastic. Let's go ahead and see the difference between beauty mode off and then beauty mode on. See, nothing too drastic, kind of just blurs out your face a little bit, and that's usually it. Completely up to you, you want to keep it or not. Next, filters. We have portrait, landscape, food, and vibe. You know, if you're just trying to vibe. First thing, we have portrait. It's usually taking videos of yourself. Landscape for outside. Food, if you're eating some, good food. And last but not least, we have vibe. If again, just trying to vibe. Today, I won't be using any type of filter, keeping it pretty neutral. And next we have the timer. It's between 3 and 10 settings. I usually do 3. At the bottom, you can choose how long you want to record. I keep it to 15 just to have the maximum amount. And last but not least, we have the effects. The effects, I think, are the most fun part of TikTok. Here in the trending tab, it's usually what people are using the most. I love this app. I think this filter is super funny to choose from. Completely up to you what you want to choose. Next, we have the new tab. We can definitely choose one of these. This is kind of like you're in a dance club, dancing around, having fun. And then we have interactive. There's this cute heart one if you want to say I heart you to someone. Super cute, super lovey-dovey. Next, we have this one. I think this is so funny. I can't do it for that long. But yeah, these are the effects. I think they're super duper fun, super duper interactive. Completely up to you if you want to use one. Again, I'm keeping it pretty simple today, so I won't be using one. Next, we have sounds. If you click on top of the sounds, it takes you to all the music and archives that TikTok has. Again, we're doing Sunday Best, Renegade, and Don't Start Now. You go into favorites and make sure that the sound that you want to choose is the one that's correct. So Sunday Best is the one that I'm going to be doing today just to show y'all in this tutorial. Once you confirm it's yours, click on the arrow, and if you look above, it tells you how long you have to shoot and then the song that's going to be playing. So now that you have the music, once you hit this big red button, the music is going to play. So once you're ready, go ahead and click on it.
Damn, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood.
So once you've reached the maximum amount, it's just going to show you the video. You can see if you like it or not. And this is where you actually get to edit your video and go into more details about what you want or what you don't want, add effects, text, stickers. It's completely up to you. So let's go ahead and put in my first tip. Let's put tip number 1. Now that I've written out my first text, here is where I can get even more creative with it. If you hit on set duration, you can actually choose when your text appears and when it leaves. So essentially, it could come on a beat and leave on a beat. So let's go ahead and watch and see how that looks. Once you are completely happy and satisfied with it, here comes the most important part. I suggest that where it says who can view this video, you put private, you do not allow comments, and you do not allow duet and reacts. But make sure that the save to device is green. That way when you post it, it actually is able to save your device and you can send it to us through email, text, or WhatsApp. And if you don't want to use the TikTok app, you're more than free to just use your camera, whether it's on your phone or another camera, a tablet, just to record you doing the dance and your tips. Your final product does not have to look exactly like mine. As long as you choose one of the 3 dances and include at least 3 of the tips that you found, you are 100% free to be as creative as you'd like. This is just an example of what my final product came out to be.
Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye?